That juice good? Huh? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for sticking around. If you're a long-time subscriber, if you're new here, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Really help out with what we're trying to do here on the channel. If you watched the video where we installed the Metalcloak rear shock relocator brackets, I told you that it may droop down too far, so you may want to check out your springs, make sure your springs don't fall out. One thing I failed to mention that I thought about later and saw in the setup is you also want to do something to maybe keep your shocks from bottoming out, right? Going up too high. So for that, I ordered the Metalcloak. It's kind of an extended bump stop that's going to take care of the factory bump stop. We'll pull it out, we'll pop this in. Should be a pretty simple install. And to go along with that, if you remember in that video, I said the sway bar end links in the back, we kind of had to hit with the sledgehammer and bend so they fit because they mount up a little different with those brackets. So hopefully to remedy that, we got the Metalcloak offset sway bar end links, and that should take care of that problem. Keep everything parallel, keep the sway bar end links in check. And if these bump stops end up not being long enough, I also ordered some for the bottom, right? Just the, not the puck style, but like the Icon is a block, and Metalcloak sells some universal blocks that will go down there as well. So I ordered some of those, they're just not in yet. So if that doesn't take care of all the slack, we'll add one more block on top of that Icon bump stop block, and we'll call it good. So let's get under here, show exactly what I'm talking about. Again, thanks so much for checking us out. Let's get under here and see what this is all about. All right, so we're under the back of the Jeep now. If you remember, this bracket is what we put on. Got us about, I don't remember exactly, I think it was like 3 inches from the factory mounting spot, which is way low on the JLs for the shock. Raised it up about 3 inches with this Metalcloak bracket. So the down travel is going to be great. Really minimizes the up travel, but I think with the bump stops, still going to take up plenty of the inner fender there. We'll have plenty of up travel for what we're looking to do. And then the bump stop that we got from Metalcloak, it's going to replace this factory one. Should be able to just pull it out. Should be able to just pull it out, pop the new one in, and then the bottom bump stop here, this block, Metalcloak sells some universal ones, so if this space isn't taken up enough by the top part, we'll add another block down here. So let's get some tools and get this party started. Oakley done told the mountain goat that his barn was messy. Now I gave him a complex. He's over there cleaning.
I have to straighten out my barn because Oakley says it's
All right, I just wanted to give y'all a quick little look. So this is the factory JL upper bump stop in the rear, and then this is the Metalcloak one. So you get probably another inch out of that, and obviously you can't feel it in the video, but this is far less superior product than this. This feels really nice. I just put a little PV blast around the rim of that, pressed it right up into the spot. This one came out super easy. Let's see. Kind of see, you gain a little extra length and you gain a better product. So, and these are cheap. Well, inexpensive, not cheap. So highly recommend that as a simple little modification for your Jeep. All right, we did the passenger side. Let's get the driver's side done. All right, so we got the new bump stops in. Now we're going to try to do the sway bar end link. So we will disconnect it up here, and then we'll disconnect it down here, and hopefully this will fit in here. These sway bar end links from Metalcloak are about 1.5 inches longer, but I think I got enough room for this sway bar to just kind of angle up. And if not, Metalcloak does make a drop bracket, so I can actually drop this down, and then it give me a little more room to swivel it up. That way it's still doing the job that it's supposed to do, and these sway bar end links work out. So we'll get you put on a time lapse and see if we can go ahead and get these things swapped out. All right, so we got the factory sway bar end links off, and if you watch the video again on the shock relocation brackets, the Jeep's got a 2.5-inch icon lift on it, and the lift instructions said to take the front sway bar end links and move them to the back, and the backs were straight, very straight, and they worked fine. But when we put the bracket on, it had to be bolted in from the other side, and it was pressing up against the brake lines. Let's see if I can zoom this out a little bit. There we go. It was pressing up against the brake lines, so we had to take a sledge and just kind of bend it to make it work. But now we got these from Metalcloak, which are already offset, which should help a lot. And you can see that the ones from Metalcloak are about inch and a half longer than those factory ones. But it looks like I have plenty of travel in the sway bar itself to make it work. So let's see if we can get these bolted up, and we'll move on to finish this video up. As you can see, we got the new sway bar end links on. The bend for the offset end links goes right around the brake line, so it is touching, but it's not pushing it over. The factory one actually was trying to bend this metal part of the brake line, so that wasn't good. And the angle of the sway bar still looks good. It's slightly elevated. It's not perfectly flat, but that's perfectly okay. What y'all saying?
They want the TV. They want me to rip my TV.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is no TV out here right now, loves. But there we go. Both sides done. That was a pretty simple install. Getting the old ones off, getting the new ones on, as well as the bump stops. So we may try to find something to back this back tire up on and just check the spacing. I don't have a forklift or anything to jack this thing up, but we'll check the spacing, and if we need to, we'll throw a block on here. But other than that, this rear end is done. Let's go. Boy, what are you doing? You got sawdust all over yourself. Come here, let me clean you up. You been having fun playing in the sawdust? Huh? What you got right there? You got foam, ow, stop! You got foam swords? No, not again. All right, I'm getting beat up. But listen, we got the sledgehammered sway bar end links off. We don't need these where we're going. We got the new ones on. Jeep's gonna perform well, I think. Kids have had fun hitting each other, hitting me, hitting the mountain goat with foam swords that he gave them. So if he gets beat up, it's his fault. I just want him to know that. It's on record. But anyways, you already know, when you can improve the ride of your Jeep, hang out with your kids that are now covered in sawdust and watch them beat your friend up with foam swords. It's not a bad life if it's a dad life. Let's go, boy. Huh? Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy.